I got a call from the superintendent of schools in Oregon. They asked if I'd be interested in going to Madras. Now, living in Bend, you don't know a lot about Madras. I knew enough to say probably not.
We might not speak to each other throughout the day at school, but when we come on that field, we're one unit. It's like a brotherhood.
We have natives, Mexicans, you got me, we got white, we got everyone here. It's just like a mixing bowl of everyone.
Madras is really small, but you got a lot of people that come through for work. Just a small town with a lot of traffic.
You have like your different cultures, and then everyone has their different beliefs and stuff. It's not super divided, but sometimes it can be.
It's different compared to other places. And there's no other place like it around here.
I think we are the highest minority school in the state of Oregon.
Everybody seems to get along pretty well, and so that's good.
It's a very, very special place that if you just drive by like most people do, you don't get the real feel for Madras. It is the most diverse school in Central Oregon, if not one of the most diverse schools in Oregon, with a lot of unique issues which draw you in. It's addictive. That's what kind of place it is. It's just really special.
It's not easy to live here sometimes, whether it's drugs, drug dealers, low socioeconomic standards. It's not Redmond, it's not Bend. It's really not. But that's also why it makes it so special too, because people don't want that anymore. They want to change it.
One time at 4 in the morning on this gate, someone broke in our door, and it was just a tweaker. She was like kicking out everything. My dad was at work, my mom was sleeping, and my brother, so we had to step up and like defend the house. But at the end of the day, no one got hurt. But it happens quite often with all these people that are drunk and that can't control themselves late at night.
We do have an issue with, there's some issues with drugs and alcohol here, just like with any community.
Coming from Warm Springs, I think everybody's pretty much experienced the temptation or the offer of alcohol and drugs at a very young age. And it's still there today. I think it's even worse now than it was when I was a kid. I think it gets so bad that there's hopelessness at that point.
The one thing there is a lot of people don't have a lot of motivation here. Like they just go through the motions and just let things happen.
It's the most diverse high school I've ever worked at. I mean, you're talking about 34% Hispanic, 33% Native American, and then the rest of them are filled in with Caucasian, African American, Polynesian, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, my mom, she's white. There's not much to say about that, but my dad, he's Native American, and which makes me half, obviously.
Mexicans hang out with Mexicans, white people hang out with white people, Native Americans hang out with Native Americans, but there's also the people that don't really care who they hang out with. They just hang out and treat everyone equal.
We've always had Hispanics and the natives and the whites, and it's just been that way. It's not really diversity, it's just that's just what this community is.
just a way of life.
We kind of separate in our own groups, but we all like each other. I don't necessarily know why that is.
In order for us to be successful, each and every one of those kids has to build a bond and build a relationship with the other person, regardless of skin color, religion, etc., to achieve a goal.
The team atmosphere, that's where like that stuff gets dissolved, and it's just about the team.
It doesn't matter race, skin color, religion, any of that stuff. When our boys come together, they've got to understand that I love my brother to my right of me and to my left of me, and if I'm not doing everything in my power to do my best job for him and for him, then we're not ever going to be successful.
Believe in each other, love each other. I love you like crazy, regardless of the outcome. I know that you've got my back, you've got my back, you've got my back. Let's go get these guys. Let's go get them.
I think that's probably the best thing about sports.
Just because we have differences doesn't mean that we can't, get along. I mean, we don't have to like each other, but we can, live together and be a great community with those differences. So